I just heard a really good case on what's going to happen in the election. Here's what's going on. Ever since the presidential debate, Vice President Kamala Harris has held a small but steady polling lead in the critical swing states. But that lead has been diminishing. And now forecasters and betting markets are saying that Donald Trump is a very slight favorite to win the election. But on my podcast, Beyond Politics, Republican political consultant Alicia Preston, who has run swing state presidential campaigns for Republicans before, said that she's still confident that Donald Trump cannot win. So, what do you think of her argument? Take a look.
Look, Trump's not going to win. The math isn't there. Too many analysts are using emotion in some capacity. Number one, this race is over. Whomever is going to win is already decided. Any efforts currently being done by the Republican National Committee, Democratic National Committee, Harris campaign, and Trump campaign are irrelevant. People have already decided. Voting has started in many states. Whatever the outcome, it is already determined, barring something catastrophic coming in the next 2.5 weeks. That's just how it is. If you want to look at who's going to win this presidential race, you don't have to look at one of the swing states. Look at Texas. Ted Cruz is fighting for his third term, and every poll goes back and forth between him and his Democratic opponent within 2 points. If Ted Cruz is in jeopardy in Texas, which is not a swing state, there is no way that a Republican's going to win. Pennsylvania. It's just not true. And Pennsylvania is a deciding factor. And I was just discussing with an editor of a conservative publication the other day, and I was explaining, I go, look, there's 385 more Democrats in Pennsylvania. That means if my napkin math is correct, 58 to 60% of independents have to go to Donald Trump. Now, he lost them 4 years ago. What has he done to bring them back? Absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, he's marginalized a huge chunk of them, even more so since then, that being the women, mother-aged women. And he pushed back. He's like, but he won in 2016. This is not 2016, you analysts out there. When Donald Trump was the new shiny thing, A, and B, running against one of the most disliked politicians of modern America, Hillary Clinton. We all know who Donald Trump is. The vast majority of us don't like it. He's a narcissistic weirdo talking about calling the military out on American people who disagree with him, referencing the enemy within being political opponents within America. He is not going to win Pennsylvania. And if you don't win Pennsylvania this time around, you ain't getting that presidency.
Democrats, we need to hear this. You feel pretty strongly, based on your experience, having consulted for and managed presidential campaigns in swing states, you're feeling pretty confident about Trump losing.
I'm not feeling, I'm thinking.
So what is Nate Silver missing?
So tell me what you mean by that. You're saying this is the audacity of math.
This is right. This is math. And too many people, they analyze emotion or what the vibe is. This is a simple case of math. Now, look, in 2016, there were 1 million more Democrats than there were Republicans in Pennsylvania. Now there's 385. That has analysts going, see, there's a changing vibe. It doesn't matter. There's still this many more. And you still have this many independents. And you still have to get 58 to 60% of them to break for Donald Trump, where nothing has been done to indicate that change will take place. And so if you mathematically analyze the electorates and the recent history, not ancient history, of where they're going and what they're doing, that's what you look at. So when I say I think, not I feel, I think very strongly there is not a mathematical path to victory for the gentleman that Paul likes to refer to as the Orange Cheeto.